Hello everybody, Mr. Vista Flames here, and welcome back to your next episode of Survival Sunday. Doing my patented good luck everyone here, and we're on this map, not sure the name. Got quite a long start time here because I started recording pretty early, but we do meet one guy from the ice map, which is Johnny, who teamed with Liam in the ice area. So it's good to see him again. We all got very confused by him being there because we forgot, because I don't think this game was after that one, it was quite a bit before. Anyway, going to make a run straight for the cornucopia and try and get in. It's kind of annoying cornucopia with the leaves here because of the fact that you got to punch through it, but it is good in the way that you get cover during the final showdown a little bit. Missed out on the bow there, but we did get a pretty decent set of armor. At least it's better than nothing. We also got a boat, which I always seem to get on this map. I decided to sing a song about it, but I'll leave that for Liam's ears only because I'm doing post commentary. But yeah, did sing a song. That's why you probably see my mouse flick around the screen because I was dancing along with it. Not sure where Liam is. We had a really hard time trying to find each other in this map. But see, there you go. But I'm heading towards the Ferris wheel to try and find some chests because I know the Fiendblock area has quite a few chests there. Find this one, break the boat, try and get sticks. Also, because it's just easier than having a boat lying around the water, sort of faffing around with it. But find our first actual weapon and another piece of armor. Try and go back to find the sticks, but I can't find them, so I decided to just move on, not going to waste time looking for it, since I've had the issue of being slow in water when I'm trying to rise up, which I still haven't figured out what it is. I'm going to run over this way. I'm still trying to find Liam. I do think he dies later on, but I don't remember correctly. If it comes up in the chat, I'll make a point of it, but I see a guy there, so I get a bit worried because he looked a little bit heavy armoured. I try and climb up here, look at any chests, I see nothing, so I decide to just carry on the way I'm heading, which is towards the mansion, which normally has quite a couple of chests in there. I get up to the mansion, realise the doors are open, and I get worried thinking that it's already been looted, but I decide to go in anyway just to make sure there's nothing there and see if I can try and find a little bit someone might have salvaged that they thought was pointless but I find quite valuable for my survival right now. It's a really interesting location. It would be a good place to have a fight into because you can get a lot of cover and hide behind stuff. I try and check the roof, see if there's anything up there. You know, normally this map, or the creators of these maps, hide chests all over the place, but unfortunately I got quite unlucky and didn't find anything this time. Still trying to find Liam, but really we're having a very hard time trying to find each other in the chat. We always do use Skype together, but we had a really hard time trying to locate each other, which did cost us quite a bit. As you can see there, he died. It is valuable to team up in these sort of games, even though people say it is newbie. No matter how heavily armoured you are, you can get swarmed by people even with less armour than you, and you will lose quite a bit of health and probably die. We found another weapon and some basic food, but really it's nothing important for us, but that also gives me the hope that this place hasn't been looted and I have a high chance of finding chests. And proceed to look outside, find another chest, whilst Liam is talking about how he died, and I was quite annoyed at it because I need a partner in this. Oh, excuse me. This is the day after I'm recording this on Sunday. The other video has just been up, but I am rather tired. So that's why my voice probably sounds a little more drained than it did yesterday when I was all up and early and ready to see people. But right now I'm gonna head over, just try and find some more chests, but I think this is getting to the point where I found out someone is basically one step ahead of me all the time and have been looting ahead of me, leaving me nothing in the chest to collect from. I do try and go in here, but I don't really find anything at all. I find that there's a crafting table in here, which is helpful for future reference, because it is a very covered crafting table, although this map does seem to have quite a lot of crafting tables in the area. Liam is telling me that there are people coming towards me, so I don't really want to be here long, but by looking at this room I can see that clearly it's been looted, and I checked the chest just in case and realised I was correct. Decided to move outwards because I'm not making any progress and I need to try and find at least something because I'm very underarmed at this current time. I do get to the helipad here and I make a good pun and say I'm having a hell of a time, to which Liam laughs and then tells me he hates me, so yeah. Find a golden apple, very valuable. Me being me, I leave it in my inventory and don't keep it on my hotbar where it should be, because that could have saved my life a lot of times. Excuse me again. As always, let me know what you think of these sort of commentaries. If you enjoy the post, I'll try and do some more. If you don't, I'll stop it altogether and stop recording some midweek stuff and just try and get my recording to work. But mostly I do this because I have to talk statistics with Liam, and that means I have to record it. But recording and syncing up audio and video when you have to keep exiting and entering lobbies is quite difficult. Right there I dropped my axe and I panicked because I didn't know what I'd dropped, but I got it back quickly enough. Right now I realise that chicken is the worst thing to have in my food bar because it gives me the salmonella effect. But I switch it out for pork, eat my fill, and then carry on. Recently I've been playing Pokemon, which has been interesting. I've been playing Black and White 2. I went back to it because I started it, went off it a bit, played some stuff on the Xbox, and now I'm back on it properly. This chest was really badly designed because it's so annoying to get when you got to open the fence, and it wasn't even worth my time looking in. Yeah, we're about halfway through what I had of the match now. I decided to check more cars because if one had a chest in, the rest might. So I thought I might have got lucky. Unfortunately I don't, and I have to go on through the forest and try and find stray chests that have been left. I already get very worried about these like sand patches. I always think they're going to collapse underneath me and I'll get trapped. It was at this point when I saw an empty chest I realised people were ahead of me, and I'm pretty much out of luck until chests refill in the night. So I sort of wanted to try and stay away from people and just hopefully find some like straggling chests and refill or resupply some of my stuff, because I was pretty low armoured. My only saving grace was having a bow, but even that with 5 arrows would not save me in a fight really, because after about 3 hours people tend to run away. And I didn't really fancy wasting arrows, because if I shot 2 more I would have been out and it would have been straight to melee. And most people I fought at this time would have been a higher level, or not level, equip level of me. So I wasn't feeling too confident about the fight right now, but I didn't let it get to me and I decided to just carry on looking. Came up here because this is normally a good place to find loot and other such items, but I was unfortunately out of luck at this time because someone had already ransacked the place and I was left out in the cold. I decided to check the chest anyway, once again just to see if there's anything left behind for me, but I was very unlucky. Nearly fell off there. Don't know why I panicked, because it was water anyway, and I'm still not sure if blocking actually helps with fall damage, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's a nice little feeling for myself of mental protection. Anyway, food is getting to an issue now because I keep eating raw meat and that does not give much extra hunger, so it's running low. That's why I decided to go with pumpkin pie, just in case I do meet people, because it's, like I said, it's a popular area for loot, so it could have had a high population of people. But eat that just to have a little extra bank in case I need to sprint somewhere. But right now I tried to go up here in case I need to craft anything, because there is a crafting table, but I realised once I get up here there's nothing I can actually craft, and I decided to head straight back down again. Right now, quick look, and then gone. I was going to jump over there, but I decided I would just carry on moving forward and jump straight down after the waterfall. Try to head to the ship and find anything else, but like I said, I'm still being pretty unlucky right now, and most of the chests have been emptied. There's still quite a lot of people left in the server still alive. Ooh. So I was kind of worried about bumping into people because it's midday, a lot of people would still be out and about, not heading towards the cornucopia. Either if they were at the cornucopia they were ready and set there, if they weren't they were going to be somewhere else most likely and trying to find stuff, sort of just as me. Quick check there, still about 8 people I think I saw from that thing, 8 or 7, including myself. So I wasn't feeling too confident right now because, like I keep saying, I am pretty underprepared for this area. Chest empty again, so I decided to just head on forward. I decided to head to a balloon area, which is where me and Liam have seen before. There's normally 2 chests in that area which are of decent stature, so it would have helped to have that there. Head on into here, check, but still empty as always. See the area right in front of me. I get a little bit worried because there is an arrow in the ground, so someone's either had a fight and left the area, or someone's still in the area, but I clicked the arrow because I need it. Head on forward, get up the thing, and I instantly take damage right there, and that's when I knew it was ending. I could have maybe tried to eat the golden apple in time, but once again, I'm stupid and left it in there. He picked it up right there in his hand. I joined the chat. Liam says caps are great, and basically, I lost this time. Didn't do that great. Didn't even get to deathmatch. It starts turning dark, which is what I would have needed. Starts turning to deathmatch straight away. Apparently, Liam said caps are great because there was an argument in the chat or something, and everyone was spamming caps because that's obviously how you win internet arguments. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It's been Mr. Fist of Flames. I'll see you next time. Bye.